A lot of people say AI models have high poly counts and terrible topology. They can't be used as production assets. So what do you think of this one? This was made with AI, add-ons, and a little manual work. It took under an hour, has a low poly count, no artifacts, supports beveling, and lets you select edge loops. This week, the town project moved on to door and window assets. Today, I'll share a speedrun workflow from line art to a finished model. Like and save this, let's get started. First, prepare your design sketch and a reference image. Take screenshots of both and upload them to V2Fun. Tell it the red sketch in image 1 represents a wood-toned window frame. The blue areas represent stained glass, and the pink lines represent the stained glass patterns. Match the window style in image 2 and redraw image 1 in a photorealistic style. Then the concept image is ready. Whether it matches your expectations depends on how good your reference image is. Next, generate the model with one click. Longtime followers know the drill. Download the model and capture a front view. This time, crop the screenshot in Photoshop. Its aspect ratio must exactly match one of the sizes supported by V2Fun. Otherwise, the image will distort, and everything after that will be useless. We'll use V2Fun to generate line art that matches the model perfectly, then use an add-on to turn that line art into a model with one click. So the aspect ratio must be exact. Here's how. Upload the screenshot to V2Fun, choose the matching dimensions, and enter a prompt to generate line art. Then use the magic wand in Photoshop to select the structure and fill it with solid black. Once you have this solid black shape, you basically have the model. No need to build it yourself. That's all thanks to Trace Genius Pro. After installing the add-on, open the end panel on the right and click Open Image. Import the solid black shape you just created, then click Retrace. It will automatically turn the shape into a model. Now we have two models. The AI-generated model, I call that the high poly. The add-on generated model, I call that the low poly. Scale the low poly until it overlaps the high poly. Then use the QuadRemesher add-on for one-click retopology. After retopology, cap the hole in the middle. Extrude it to match the high poly and the low poly is done. Isn't it unbelievably rough? So what about all the details? The details actually come from textures, not the topology. Finally, automatically unwrap the low poly's UVs, assign a blank texture, and bake the high poly's diffuse and normal maps onto the low poly. Now the two are almost indistinguishable. Done. I'm from the V2Fun team. I'm working to create a virtual town of my own. Whatever I learn along the way, I'll share it with all of you. Follow me and let's witness the birth of this Victorian town together. See you next week.